Thinking about joining a jiu-jitsu gym? Well, here are some red flags you should look out for. Hey guys, it's Naz here. Happy New Year. Being that it's a new year, a lot of people are taking up a lot of different new hobbies and new ventures. I know a lot of people, are thinking about getting into jiu-jitsu, which is amazing. I definitely would recommend you trying it out if you are, if you've thought about it, give it a shot. But it can be a tricky thing if you're someone who's new and, not really exposed to like other martial arts or anything like that. I feel like, you can get caught in sort of like a cult or, get scammed. So I want to give a couple of things to look out for, and maybe this will help, make your decision easier and kind of give you an idea what to look out for. When looking at a gym, I recommend definitely go out and do some trial classes. If it's a good gym, they will most likely have trial classes for you to, check out and, take part in those classes. Kind of, look through what their rules and regulations are, how clean they are and that sort of thing, obviously. So things to look out for. If you are, signing up to a gym and you see the teacher, or professor, or coach, they expect you to buy the gym's uniform and only wear that and not allow you to wear anything else. A lot of BJJ gyms, kind of do that. So look out for that. That could be a red flag. A lot of good gyms, they don't really care what you wear because it's not about what you wear, it's about what you're learning. So look out for that. There are coaches that, only that demand that you call them, professor, and you can't call them by their name or call them coach or anything like that. That could be another red flag. Again, most good gyms that I've seen, the coaches are pretty much your friend. Obviously, they're your coach, they're teaching you something, but they can also learn something from you. Even if they're a black belt, you can never know everything, right? So, it's a good relationship where, they're teaching you something, but they're also getting something out of it. So, look out for that. Also coaches that only, roll with only their friends or only high level, people, and they never roll with any of the newcomers, that could be a red flag, just because, the whole point of the coach is to kind of see where you stand, what your flaws are, what you need to work on. And, to get a better understanding of that, you may need to roll and, see that. Also, I would say if a gym is charging, find out what their promotion process is, which means, getting a new belt or getting a new stripe, something like that. If that's something they charge for, look out for that. You shouldn't be charged for leveling up or sort of growing, because that's the whole point of any martial art is you growing and advancing and learning new things. And the belt is just a symbol of that, right? That you've learned something new, or you meet certain criteria to be where you are. So being charged for that's definitely a red flag. Look out for those things. Another red flag I can think of, maybe not so much of a red flag, but I feel like if you show up to the gym late and you're sort of scolded or reprimanded, and my opinion on that is, if you're an adult and you're paying for your time, then if you show up late, then that's sort of on you. You're missing out on the time. But also, if you're an adult, life happens, things happen. If you have kids, work, whatever. If you're running late, if you show up late, I don't think you should just be treated as an adult, not as a kid. So I feel like that is another thing. But again, to a lot of people that may not be a red flag, but I just think if you are paying, for a service, then that service should be catered to you, not the other way around. But that's just my opinion. And I would say the final thing would be coaches that, don't want you to learn from anywhere else. So if you are, if you're going to another gym or you're watching YouTube videos, reading books, good coaches, good professors, they would want you to learn as much as you can from as many different places, because there's always a different way of applying the same thing, right? That's sort of the nature of martial arts. I mean, our bodies are all different, so our techniques are going to be a little bit different. And so coaches who are, really good, they're going to want you to learn from many different sources, kind of see like what works for you. If they're only teaching you one thing and expecting you to learn only that, then I feel like that's a red flag. So yeah, those are some things I feel like are red flags. And if if you're joining a new gym, look for those things, along with how clean the place is, how well they clean up after their matches and things like that. And then also consider their schedule, if it fits with your schedule. Most people that get into BJJ, especially adults, they have other things going on in their lives, work, you may have a family and things like that. So definitely, work on your priorities and then see what fits within that. So yeah, there you have it. I hope that that makes it a little bit easier in joining a new gym. All right, have a good one. Happy New Year.